cephalon simaris points, what his cynic is. So I'm not quite sure what this is. Oh, okay, never mind. I do know what this is. But when you come here, as you guys know, he has all these rewards. Look, max I can hold is 125,000, and I have 117,000. And I basically have everything here. As you guys can see, check, check. I don't, yeah, like you don't really need those, but you know, see, all these are checked. So I own all of them. And the reason why you would still want to farm for these is either to get these, you put on your Warframe, and right next to your aura mods, this is what you'll put. Like when you install this on your Warframe, when you go to equip mods on, right next to the aura mod, this is what, like you know, on the right side, it always shows that lock symbol. This is what makes it unlock. Well, unlocks it. You can also get these weapons, which I already mastered. See, mastered. This one also mastered, and this one as well, also mastered. You go and get skins. I don't think I bought this skin because it's just a skin, but you can get stuff like that. This would really work with necros. It just all depends. I had this, but I barely used. Excuse me. But I barely used Arcwing, so I sold it. And yeah, basically you get all this good stuff. I don't really use the worm, so I'm gonna spend my points on this because I had it before and I sold it. But this is good. So if you want more power strength, but not to take away efficiency or duration, like blind rage or transitional fortitude, they give you more power strength, but in return you have to sacrifice. For blind rage, you would have to sacrifice the efficiency. For transitional fortitude, you will have to sacrifice duration. Or if you just want an overall strong power build, this is what you would get. So, and if you guys read here, every time you pick up an energy orb, it gives you an extra 50% power strength. And you'll see like this, like same thing with this. You see that red ball or orange ball or yellow. With Necros, I have this on my Necros. Every time he picks up a health, and you can get 3 of these, and they give him more armor. You'll see those floating around. Same thing with this, but instead of 3, you see 1, and it's blue. Yeah, I would also recommend this mod if you guys are like me, who wants to go high defense and all that, so you don't have to worry about anything else. But let me go back. Now you guys see I have 17,000. Depending on your mastery rank, I'm mastery rank 20, so I would get 21,000 per like each day. So depending on your mastery rank is depending how much points you can farm per day. So with that being said, you're gonna need a stealth warframe. You can use Loki, Loki Prime, or Ivara, or Ash Prime. I prefer Ivara because she has like no duration when it comes to staying invisible. I put my lobby in private, so you guys can see private. You can put on solo, whatever, doesn't really matter. And I go here, Sedna, and I go to spy missions. The higher level they are, the more points they're gonna give you per scan. I also have a widget which gives me double the points. So you per scan you might not get as much as I do. But once you hit 25,000, you can buy that to get double the scans and make everything go quicker. Alright, so I got this bow arrow, level 8. Does a decent amount of damage. That's not really what I'm worried about. Let me get myself some energy real quick. So this is also like a perfect way to also level up your stuff, because when you're going stealth, if you do it right, you get extra XP, which in this game they call affinity points. So it will stack up to 500%. So, oh shit. Alright, sometimes they come, sometimes they don't. There you go. I get around 200 per scan. And there's another enemy there, so alright. What I like about Ivar is she can put them to sleep. There goes three of them are asleep. Just aim for the head. Oh shit. Well, it's not as strong as I thought it was. So I'll pull out her signature bow. You guys see the affinity points? 200%, 300%. And then it'll all go into this bow since I need to rank it up. Stay here and let my energy stack up. So for this build I have I think let me see. I'm trying to go for yeah, see, low power strength. I try to go for good efficiency and good duration. Oh fuck. Fuck, why the fuck does he have to come at this time? Wow, it looks like I'm stuck. Trying to kill him. See, stuff like this is not always planned, but fuck it. Now he's gone. Let me just use this to speed things up real quick. Oh, since I don't have a melee weapon, I'm gonna have to use one of the bows. I recommend you use a melee weapon because it's easier. You just scan, press circle. But you want to do it right. You don't want to kill enemies near other enemies. Well, you can, but it depends how close. Alright, so that seems like a good enough energy. Alright, so for example, this is what I mean. There's no one around him. It would just sneak up. I guess since I don't have a melee weapon, it doesn't show. But now I'm gonna have to do this. What's your car? Oh. See one in there. They won't know a thing. Wow. Yeah, this really does suck. I should equip the melee weapon. And since I'm a higher mastery rank, it's gonna take me a little long. Wow, excuse me. It's gonna take me a little longer to get my points up. Cause it'll let you know when you maxed it out. It'll say, you know, that's your daily affinity cap or, you know, something like that. But the higher you are, the more you can farm, the longer it'll take. But in the end, it'll benefit you, because not a lot, like, nowadays, not a lot of people farm for this stuff. People just be like, want to buy this, and expect you to have it. Well, at least in the trade chat, it'd be like, want to buy health conversion, and it's good, because I sell mine for around 30 plat. So if you think about it, you get the mod free, with just a little effort in farming. You don't have to waste plat. And you make plat. So for some reason, I guess they don't detect the dead bodies. Weird. But it's even better. It'll be easier. And if you're the type of person that like doing stealth, perfect mission for you. Get both of them. You want to take those out if you're a Vara, because Once that zaps you, while it's zapping you, it'll like drain your energy. So there's 3 guys here. See on the top the widget? Oh, it's not. It used to blink. Yeah, it used to blink. It used to tell me which one was being used. So one, oh man. Give me 1 sec. Oh, sorry. Let's see. Also, the good thing about doing this is, say if you don't have Ivara, and you want Ivara, and you have like low-key, regular low-key, or low-key prime, and you keep doing this, well, one, when low-key, if you have this augment mod, you don't have to use bow and arrows. Me, I do, because if I'm invisible and I'm using Ivara and I shoot a regular weapon, it will, even though your stealth ability is active, you will no longer be stealth. That's one thing that kind of sucks, but it also makes sense. It will kind of be overpowering in a way. Alright, not both of them now. Well, they both scan, so. Yeah, this sucks. It'll be easier if you had a melee weapon. Don't be like me. I thought it'll be easier to rank this up, but at the end of this mission, most likely it won't be matched. So you would need to know how to hack, or you can use those ciphers. If I would recommend to actually learn how to hack, because once you know how to hack, when you do those sorties, it'll just be like 1, 2, 3 for you. They tell you you have to hack. They won't let you use the ciphers, so you have to be quick. And this will be like perfect practice for that. I'm just saying. You don't have to take my advice, but that's why when and on the sororities I bring low-key prime, max out his duration.
You're nearing the console. Trigger the alerts. They will start destroying the data.
I also have the augment mod to bypass those. See, like that would be perfect for the sororities. Not the, oh, there's an enemy here. I mean, you guys could scan them, but at the same time, you guys don't have to scan them. If that makes any sense. Alright, this one is kind of annoying. There he goes. Where's the other one? You can scan them, it gives you more points, you know, faster. But there's always those other enemies you go scan, and they're much easier, depending how fast they move. Like you guys saw, the first one was moving fast. It kind of gets annoying. So now, you can always pause it, go to view mission progress, press R1, and it tells you how much. It says I have 7,000. I might actually leave and redo it, so I can get my melee weapon and show you how much easier it is. Cause this kind of sucks, having to constantly switch. You gotta learn it, you see. As I mean, don't, like, if you want to go completely stealth, get the extra XP boost, see, like that. Stealth kill affinity bonus. And believe it or not, it actually helps out if you do it right. It's also good for farming focus. You see him on the stairs. Cause I just can't do this. You see, it still has my ability on. Got Got him. Got him. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna. This is kind of getting annoying. I'm gonna complete this mission. You can use if you have a bow. If you don't mind switching, have it to constantly do this and select the scanner. You're gonna have a bow that actually does a good amount of damage. I alerted him. I don't want him activating the alarms.
The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data.
I recommend you guys also do this on solo, not on public, because if someone joins you, they could be a dickhead and one, take all the kills, two, basically fuck up everything. See those unidentified items? If you like Loki or whatever, and you're doing this, you could also, like, while you farming for these cephalon simaris points, you also have a chance to unlock. Well, not unlock, but you know, in this specific mission, I was able to get Evara Prime Neuroptics and her blueprint. Then there's other spy missions. I don't know off the top of my head, but you would have to look it up, where you can do the same exact stuff and get the other parts. So I think there should be enough energy to get to C and then head to extraction. You see what I'm saying? That's where I messed up trying to rush this. There's another one. And it's still shocking. Cool. So I definitely need more energy. So
Console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data.
alright. Three, two, one.
Excellent work. Extraction with no alarms.
Oh, there I go. I just leveled up my. So imagine if you have 500% bonus, and you see I just leveled up my bow. It would have gave me a lot more. Let's see. Do I most likely have that? Yep. So let me head to extraction, go equip a melee weapon, and show you guys how easy, like literally you don't even have to switch between all of this. You grab the scanner, scan, and just press circle. Scan, press circle, scan, press circle. It's just that, you know what, why am I still going stealth? It doesn't matter anymore. So when you complete a mission, there you go, you see perfect Evara Prime, not Evara Neuroptics. and you actually see with the bonus Xfinity went from 11 to 13. Like the less stuff you have, like for example, you see how her signature bow is max, my molt is max. If you take the, like, I don't know how to take those off. One, I can't take off her ability. The molt, I don't know how to take that off, but if I could take that out, and you would have got way more XP on that weapon. So the few things you have, that's why I took off my melee weapons, because the few things you have, no, wrong one. I like to use my Arthos. So the few things you have, the more it'll rank up. Like, it'll rank up faster, but who cares, right? If you're really trying to rank up and you have a bow and you don't mind constantly switching, it's perfect if you're trying to max out a melee weapon, because you just gotta put mons to make it, you know, when you go stealth attack, it'll kill them with one hit. Prime pressure point, or if it has good critical damage, a good critical chance, sorry, you can put prime pressure point and organ chatter or something like that.
You are here to infiltrate vaults and retrieve highly sensitive enemy information.
So what I mean is, you see I got the scanner, let's say I scan that, go behind, boom, that's simple. Alright, I'm gonna have to do this real quick because he's already coming. Perfect sample. Kill. See, and it's like, for me it's easier because I'll get the XP faster. See how they this close? I use a sleeping bow, shoot right in between them, get both of them asleep. Oh fuck. And since no one will be coming in, this will be my spot to bring up my energy. I have no idea why I took out the bow. I actually like this side down. I think this is one of the, well, in my opinion, out of the ones I have, is the best one. And I barely have any. I don't really farm for them if that's even possible. Cause, oh, so when I leave and do this, that's when it takes out the bow. Okay. Yeah, the bow and arrow kind of has the animation of when you go in stealth and kind of not. I don't know, maybe that's a bug. Because if I do this, you see how the weapon looks? Yeah, I guess that's a bug. Excuse me. Alright, so let's do this.
Clear. No detection from enemy sensors.
So what I like to do is every enemy I see, scan and kill. I have, if you're wondering how I can see them on the map, it's because I have animal instinct on my sentinel, so I can see. But it's like to a certain amount of range. And two next to each other, boom, just like that. He's coming up close. You know what I'm saying? It's like much easier. Then I killed him. Then I killed him. It's like much easier. You guys see the max it goes is 500%, but you see how the timer is going down? and I kill another enemy. So I got about 13 seconds. See, it resets. And mind you, you get XP kills but since it's a melee and my melee, since I'm using a melee and my melee is already maxed, the majority of the XP is gonna go to the melee. That's what I'm saying. If you was to, if you needed to max out one of your own melees, or if I was to put a forma on my orthos, and I know off the back it can do this amount of damage and kill them, well then I just bring only the orthos prime, and I get all of the XP like that. And if you have a like an Xfinity booster, yeah, you're gonna be getting a lot of XP. So what I do is I normally don't check. See now this I would have to pull this out. Okay. And to me, it kind of seems like realistic. Like if you don't set off any alarms, they won't like know you're there. Meaning, if I kill all the enemies on the ship, there won't be any more enemies to scan. So unless like you alert them, and then my guess is when you let them, backup comes or reinforcement. Ah, fuck. You gotta be fucking kidding me. This is the second time this shit happens. When this happens, you have to quit. Wow. Trust me, it's not hard to farm. Like, I can do this one mission and just do it. First time, I could have done it the first time. It's just I was being stupid. Alright, hold on. This is how you can check the remaining. You will go here, go to your show profile on your stuff, and you will press R1 all the way till you get here, and it tells you. So I have 18,000 for the syndicate stuff out of 21,000. I have 10,000 left, so and it tells you how much you have. So you guys, I think I have 17,000, and I have 27,000. So that's how you can also check. Hold on, it says I got something in my foundry. Two things in my foundry. Okay. Well, I don't have plat, which sucks. Alright, well let's do this then. So I mean, I don't really have to scan as much enemies as I would have to from a new day. And currently, what time is it currently? At 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. it resets, and U.S. time. It's almost 6 o'clock. It's 5:59, 1 minute to 6. So once it hits 8 o'clock, you get back on, or you do a mission and then get back on. Like when, alright, so if it's 8 o'clock, it won't give you your daily thing. You're gonna have to do a mission, do a quick mission, finish it, come out, or you can just enter a mission and quit, or just enter a relay and leave, and it should pop up. Once it tells you, you know, select your reward and all that, then that's when you can redo this. And trust me, if you get in the habit of, because for me, this is the first mission I do before I start playing with anyone or before I do anything else. And if you get in the habit of doing that, you'll make a decent amount of plat, because basically you program this in your head. Before I do anything, I had to do this mission. I had to put it in invite only or solo or friends only, and just hope that none of your friends will join. And you definitely don't want this in public. And see, look at the bow. The animation is gone. But you can probably do this with a friend if you and your friend are trying to do this, but I recommend not. I mean, if you both have Evara, you both scan the same enemies and one of you guys kill them. It doesn't matter who. But if you and your friend don't have that good of team communication or team chemistry or whatever, it definitely won't work. I tried doing this with my cousin and he doesn't know how to go stealth, so you know, he set up the alarms and basically got all the enemies to attack us. So you definitely don't want that, because if you're farming for the XP, and not only that, when they get alerted, they give you less points. So you guys seen how I was scanning them and I was getting 200. If I alert them, I'll get like 70. And trust me, you don't want that, because then it'll take longer and you have to scan more enemies. And that whole thing is a hassle. So pull out my scanner. Excuse me. Fail.
Keep going. Nobody knows you're here.
So I know my orthos won't kill him, so what I'm gonna have to do is put all of them to sleep. Kill these guys with my orthos. And the only way you can attack in the front is by putting them to sleep. Other than that, you have to go behind them and kill them like that. And trust me, those are worth killing, because it kind of gets annoying when if you don't kill them. I mean, you don't have to kill them, but they'll pop up again somewhere else, where they could have spawned a different enemy you didn't scan. So you could have got an extra scan thingy. So so far I think I got like 2,000, 3,000, almost 4,000. No, that's 4,000. Oh, last time they had the gun there, so they changed stuff. Take this one first, and then come here. You're next. Nobody's safe. I mean, you see how much easier it is? Like, more convenient, should I say. So, okay, he's up here. Let me just do A real quick. Sometimes I might alert these guys. Like if it shocks them, then it alerts them. So you kind of want to be careful about that. Alright, let me check this area. Clear.
You're nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data.
Alright, so if you guys don't know how to do much spy, that laser thing will not shut off no matter how much you try. Well, at first I thought that, because there was no visible way of deactivating it. It's kind of tricky. Here, you deactivate the first laser. We see the one, which one? Well, you see that laser still on. So the way to deactivate that one, so that first thing was to unlock that one, the laser on the top. This one is to unlock this door. So now that the door is unlocked, the laser's still on. So no way to unlock the laser, or to turn off the laser. You don't have to worry about enemies being down here, because they're not. It's right here. See right above, the laser's on. No, it's off. Alright, I already got that scanned, so let's go back over here. Go back invisible. Rescan them. You can kill those afterwards. Like once you solve this, or steal the data, or hack this, whatever you want to call it. Oh, did that one.
Data extracted. They won't even know it's gone.
Okay. Oh no. You want to tap L1, not tap and kind of hold it. That's what I did, and because Ivara can't slide without going uninvisible, if that's a word. Yes, yeah. Alright, you see, it just told me that was my daily cap. So from this point on, all I have to do, it doesn't matter if they get, see, he got alerted, see he's running, because it shocked him. At this point, it doesn't really matter. I mean, you don't have to go stealth, but since I have no shield mod or no health mod, I prefer to go stealth, because they could easily murk me, saying how Ivar doesn't have that much armor neither. If you're low-key, you would want to shoot those, the sensor bars, so it could turn this off, because when you go through this, it'll drain all your energy, 1, and 2, it'll set off the alarms. But Ivara, I have her augment for it. If you don't have her augment, it'll do the same thing for you. So don't think because you're already immune. You need the augment mod, and you can get it off the syndicates. New Loca and the Fair and Sequence are the ones I am. I don't know which one has it. At the end of this mission, I'll show you. So you guys can see I got all my points. I got all 21,000. Now if I hit Mastery rank 21, I'll have 22,000 to farm for every day until I rank up again, Mastery rank. Same thing goes for the regular syndicates. I call them regular because they're the ones I mainly farm for, but I honestly don't know if they're regular or whatever. But because the other ones are easier to farm. You just put a sigil on the Warframe, and well, I don't know if this you have to. I highly doubt it. I think you have to scan them. But if that's the case, let me know. I'll definitely put on the sigil.
Trigger the alarms now and start destroying the data.
Also those scans, like when you scan these guys, I mean I already got all of them, so to me it doesn't really matter. But in the codex, it'll tell you what their weaknesses are, so it'll help you in a way. So for example, Corpus will be magnetic because it doesn't matter how much shield they have or how much damage you do. If say for example they have 1,000 shield and your weapon only does 100 damage. Well, if you have magnetic, it will just destroy their shields, so they'll be full, and then as soon as, but that also depends on your status percentage. If you have a low status percentage, yeah, don't rely on that. If you have a weapon like the Tigris Prime or Tigris Prime, however you want to pronounce it, where you guys can make a build where it's like 80% status or 90% or 95, or I got mine to 100. So you can bring it up to 100%. That means every time the bullet touches an enemy, it's doing status effects. And if you have magnetic as one of the status effects, it will destroy their shields. I like to have corrosive on and viral. Corrosive strips away their armor. Viral cuts their health in half. Or if you have like the HEMA, which already has toxic, because you can't put 2 toxic. You gotta have 1. So if you have a weapon that already comes with toxic, then you can put another toxic. That sounds weird, but like for example, the HEMA comes with toxic damage. There you guys go, the blueprint right there. So you guys can see I wasn't lying. Wow, so I just knocked out 2 videos at once. So with the HEMA has toxic damage already. So you put toxic mixed with I think it's electric. Boom, you got corrosive. So you didn't even have to, all you have to do is put electric mod and you have corrosive. You put a toxic mod, which is gonna boost up the corrosive, but if you like, it's weird, you have to arrange it in a certain way. So you just move around the mods onto, alright, HEMA, I click it. See, I got corrosive and viral, electric and toxic, which gives me corrosive, and ice with toxic, which gives me viral, and I have a 92.8% status chance, which means it's really rare when I shoot an enemy and I don't proc these 2. I think I tried to do a crit build. No, I didn't, right? Yes, yeah, I didn't. I was, but then again, I only got 1 former, so. Because if I was trying to do a crit build, I would have this on, I would have this on, and so on, so on. Definitely this. You can put this, but then again, it's not recommended. Because it'll make the gun shoot faster. Actually, wrong weapon. My favorite weapon is this. I 5 formed it. Well, that's the end of today's video. I showed you guys how to farm for them. Now when you go here, press this. You see it also farms for this as well. So you scroll down, you see 0 out of 21, and it tells you how much you have. Speaking of which, now I have enough to buy that widget. So I just bought a whole new mod today, and for me to go buy another mod today. I mean, not a mod, widgets, because the mods are 75,000 XP to 100,000. Not XP, but the points, the cephalon simaris points. So when you come here, it will pop up. I have 17,000, now I have 38,000. So this is the one, the only widget I'm missing. So synthesis scanners will now show targets, enemies, weakness. So before I had to use this mod, which is 75,000. This is upon completing research on an enemy, which means you have to like I think it's 4 scans. Like you have to scan the same enemy 4 times, but like not the same enemy, but like for instance, the charger for infested. If you have to scan that one. Yeah, if there's 4 around you, you have to scan all 4 of them, but they have to be the same type of enemy. That's what I mean. And you also need Helios. If you don't have Helios, this mod is useless to you. And while Helios is scanning that enemy, like as you guys can see there, it'll show you their weakness. Now they added this, where you just, I guess you just look through the scanner, and based on how many you have scanned before, it will tell you whether, you know, this is the only mod I'm missing now. I need to start farming for these more. But I need farmers, right? Yeah, that's what's gonna suck. Alright, let me see how this works. Okay, well. Oh, wrong. I didn't mean to do that. Well, once you're done with this, and you can put your game back on public, and you know you can go back to wherever you farming for. So put it back on public, and there you guys go. I don't like to bring I like to bring Avaris for the stealth only. Well, depends what build. This build definitely only stealth. So my favorite looking character will be High George. I mean, look how badass he looks. Boom. He looked bad. Don't forget, guys, if you ever need help and you happen to watch any one of my videos, this is my username. You put this when you press add friend, type here. This is where you will put my name at. Oh, another change. You gotta press R3 now. I mean L3. You would type my name here. Exactly like that. No uppercase. Just like that. Player is already in your session. Just like that. So if you ever need help, don't be afraid to add me, or you know, send me a text message through here. And yeah. So that's the end of the video. Enjoy your guys' day, and peace.